Bonjour everyone, welcome to another diecast showcase. Today I'm going to be showing you a variety of different recent finds that managed to score over the last a couple weeks, I guess. Going to be a mix of Hot Wheels, Maisto and Greenlight. Um, few main lines, a few premiums as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's check to see what we found here. Basically, I'll start off with a couple mainline singles from Hot Wheels that I managed to pick up. I already showed off a couple things that I managed to pick up on my latest Best in Pairs video. Um, we're talking about the compare with the Nissan Z, the new one. The couple of the 55th anniversaries. Let's see, a couple Mazdas as well, the Green FC and the 787B. I'm really happy that's now in the main line. At the same time as the aforementioned Mazdas as well as the Z, I did manage to pick up the Rimac Nevera, which interesting car. Looks really good, and I'm honestly not too familiar with this specific car. Haven't done any research on it or whatnot. I know the Rimac did produce a couple of previous sports cars, which basically, custom chassis and you know, uh, some powertrain from alternate manufacturers. Seemingly, since this is part of the Green Speed, I'm assuming it's either hybrid or completely electric. Chime in the comments with any details you may have. Again, I'm really not familiar with this model. Um, so yeah, Tampo front and rear, which is great. Good looking car. Wings a little bit thick, but I mean, honestly, haven't seen what the real car actually looks like, so it's kind of hard to tell how closely rendered to the real thing it is. And normally, I'm not the biggest fan of these Y-spoke wheels, but they look great on this car. Yeah, cool stuff. Happy put my hands on this. Another cool little addition. Next up, one that something I don't really collect all that much, but because of the livery, I kind of had to pick up. Um, did get my hands on the Moon Eyes Cool Combi. Obviously as usual, livery's great. No front and rear details, but this is so easy to add. A couple touches of silver and orange on the front, some red for the lights, and some silver for the engine on the back, and voila, you're good to go, right? Only one that I've kept in the collection of this specific cast would be the Hello Kitty one. Don't have any of the others, although I did at a time have a couple, but that was traded on to Volkswagen collector. And it was quite some time ago. Lots of the mainline singles would be, pretty anticipated on my behalf at least. The Grand Wagon, the Jeep Wagoneer. Fan of the Matchbox like stock cast, and color combo on this is really rad. I really like it. The dark gray with the black is actually pretty modern, with the addition of the red pinstripe. It reminds me of the paint setup from the Buick Grand National out of Boulevard from a year or two back. But yeah, really nice lifted Jeep. Got the push bar on the front. Sorely lacking details, but again, the plastic base, black base, which lends itself to the front fascia, is very well molded with well defined lines, so that's going to be an easy customization or detailing job. And the rear is pretty easy to detail as well. These are boxy 80s trucks, right? So not like there's difficult details to actually add in there. We'll continue on with the last of the main lines that I'm going to be showing you today, with probably what I consider the best 3-pack that I've picked up so far. So it would be this one here. It's been shown and shown again a bunch of times on Instagram, by a few people I follow, as well as you know other YouTubers. So yeah, I mean, finally that R30 Skyline in blue. Didn't have to dish out for a 10-pack for that. Really happy about that. Definitely was the car that led me to buy this. But I mean, these are 3 real cars, so definitely something that I like. Also very happy about the Lotus Esprit, which is the early Lotus Esprit casting that I really do like to collect. I have a couple of variations of. I'm really happy because this one, as you can see, does have the rear tampos, whereas the last variation that I picked up in a 9-pack actually did not have the rear one, the one that's in British Racing Green with the chrome lace wheels. And I'm not crazy about the Centenario Roadster Lamborghini, but again, front and rear tampos, orange base, kind of cool. But got a couple variations of this as well, and I'm still partial to the red release. So yeah, no, it's nice to have, but these 2 on top are really the stars of the show for me, especially the KDR 30. It's got the lensed front lights, the rear tampos, the nice correct side markings on the rocker panels, and yeah, Lotus is awesome. Love the striping too, very retro, very cool. No, not a problem if it doesn't have front tampos, because I mean, I'm talking about lowered pop-up lights. So yep, there you go. So that's it for the main lines. Did manage to stumble upon wave 3 of the Ultra Hots, and I picked up the 2 that I knew I wanted, which are these 2. The Fairlady Z, the Datsun 240Z, and the Porsche 934.5. So 930 turbo front with the 935 rear. This is definitely the star of the show, without a doubt. And yeah, really nice. Happy that it has it's really cool copper paint, which looked really good in the Nightburner set on that 934 turbo. You've got the Porsche script on the back. Unfortunately, no details for the rear lights, from what I can see at least. Yeah, no. The front does have the tampos, and it's a funny thing though, because these cars normally do have the front and rear tampos and the side decos. This one does not have rear tampos. If you look at the Z, it does have that rear tampoed, kind of like the Fugu Z, the kind of like a Skyline C220 rear light conversion, but does not have the front lights tampoed in, which is kind of a shame. It's got the nice Gino body style with the fender flares. Really nice green paint, extremely shiny, extremely hard to capture in low light on camera as well. And personally, I find the Ultra Hot wheels work super well with this casting. Got a little bit of kanji script on the bottom of the door. Really cool detailing throughout. But yeah, overall, if you guys want to check out what's in this wave here of this 3rd release, you can check that out a little bit in detail right there. All these were available, mind you. But one thing that's kind of weird, if you notice the Chevelle here, as well as the Falcon, the Australian Falcon, you'll notice there's Ultra Hots in the front, 5 spokes in the rear. I'm really big fan of this specific cast. Very big fan of the 73 Falcon XB. Unfortunately, after seeing it in person, the combo of those wheels just doesn't look right to me. You'll see the same thing here. Same thing here with the Roadrunner. You've got the 5 spokes on the rear. I'm gonna try and get this a little bit. There you go. 5 spokes on the rear, Ultra Hots on the front. I don't know. Either way, these are the only 2 that I picked up. Mind you, the Volks Squareback is really nice as well. But, I'm not a big collector of air-cooled Volkswagens. You know, I have quite a few, but I mean, it's just because there's so many castings of them out there. All the rest is your standard fare American muscle. If you look at the top half of those 8 cars, you know, some Mopar and a Chevy, that lone Chevy. And I don't really like on this specific Chevy cast how they actually did the hood bump with the engine coming out. I find it's a little bit too much, but hey, it's all good. I got what I wanted. Speaking of, the Ronin Run sets started dropping basically, and I've been having no luck in finding a fresh drop. I'd really like to get my hands potentially on the RX-7, because I love that cast and I love the car itself. But the one I was really after is actually, I got lucky on this because it was only 2 Z32s, 300ZX, and this guy on the pegs, and that's the one I really wanted, the Pandem FC RX-7. New casting, really cool. That also, again, it's a replica of a real car. This is pretty much the spec of under which this Pandem kit was showcased on a white FC. You got the tiny TEs in gold with the chrome lip. Nice tampo work front and rear, including the hood scoop, which is really cool because I normally tend to detail that out when I'm detailing casts. Obviously, we need to touch of silver on those exhausts, but you know, besides that, pretty well done. There might be a slight tampo slide, but I'm not really sure. It doesn't look like it. It's almost as if there was a kind of like eyelids on the rear lights. Not a big deal. Also, you know, the card art on this thing is really nice. Sorry for the light. The light keeps going lower there for whatever reason. Bear with me here. Just adjust this. There you go. Yeah, so card art's really cool with the manga style action lines going on. Very cool card art. Obviously no chase. I mean, not surprised. But you know, at least I found one premium chase in my life so far. So you know, I think that's pretty much a chase of everything except maybe a white lightning and ultra reds. Because we simply don't have Auto World and JL on the pegs up here in Canada. So then we're gonna check out the Soul Maisto I picked up. There's a big drop of a whole bunch of different cool stuff at my local little hunting watering hole, I guess you could say. And basically, really a lot of interesting stuff dropped. Tried to, you know, strain myself just to make sure I didn't go overboard with purchases here, but one thing that I really had to pick up, and it's a body style of car that I really like, a part of cult culture that I really like as well. We're talking about a Maisto design box Chevy lowrider. Now, at the price point, I'm really surprised of one thing, and that is the fact that for $7 Canadian, so give or take about $5 US, you actually get friggin' adjustable suspension. See how you got the lifted, the stock, and the lowered. I don't think you can do the side-by-side or the 3-wheel or whatnot there, but this is really cool. Candy paint, the gold spoke wheels, white vinyl top, all the detailing is there. As you can see, pretty well done. And I mean, Maisto's actually been doing box Chevys for quite some time. I mean, I've got one from at least 15 years ago that I'll probably end up doing a quick box Chevy showcase where this guy will come back, just maybe crack it open, see how the suspension works and all that good stuff. But yeah, basically gonna reserve that for another alternate showcase. Let me know if that's something that could interest you guys, seeing box Chevys from the first one I ever owned all the way up to this find here that we could unbox, and one that I'm not gonna unbox but I'm definitely happy to have picked up. We actually got wave 2 of the California lowriders. Finally, after wave 1 was skipped. I'm kind of happy because these are much more lowrider-esque, at least some of them, versus the first wave. Namely because of the wheels, as you can see again, kind of like Dayton spoke wheels. On this nice Caprice with some pinstriping going on, nice mustard yellow. Really, really good stuff from Greenlight. I've got several variations of the Greenlight casting for the box Caprice. Again, I'll show those off alternately. This one's got the Continental kit on the rear. You know, almost. I mean, if you had the dirty South type wheels there, you know, this could also almost be a slab there. So pretty cool stuff. Really like it. The white wall tires are pretty well done. Slightly off, barely, but very well done. And I mean, the pinstriping goes on and on there. Let me just get the light on again correctly here. There you go. Yeah, so pinstriping is really good on the top as well. You know, lots of little details. Very, very cool. This one's going to stay in package, though. I mean, card art's nothing super special. And I did manage to find all of these, but I only picked up 2. One that I'm still debating on if I'm going to get is the 60, either the 63 or 64. The 64, I believe, is a coupe, the one that's actually depicted on here. Looks a lot like this. The 63 is really cool. It's actually convertible in white with black spoke wheels, wire wheels. So definitely that's something that I'll probably end up picking up there. Seemingly there's not a whole lot of want for this because the whole series was there, and you know, has been there for a couple of days now. So, and the one that I really wanted to pick up also from this is probably the most popular out of the set, because I've seen a lot of people show this off in alternate videos and posts. This really nice Chevy Monte Carlo, which is probably my favorite 70s era Chevy. Again, these wheels are not very lowrider-esque, but what a darn good looking car. Like a big boat, nice metallic green, some silver pinstriping and some light green pinstriping across the car, on the roof. Kind of hard to see there, but really, really good looking stuff. Nice painted details front and rear. You know, and a really nice stance overall. I mean, this is kind of lowrider-esque, but the wheels just make it also like a cool cruiser. Almost, you know, almost muscly, but not quite. Very cool, very cool. I'm really happy that these finally came out, because I do love lowriders, but it's not something that's super popular in my area. So happy to get those. And I'll finish off with, you know, another find. I don't know, I keep getting lucky on these, but yeah, another green machine. This one is what's listed as a 69 Mustang Custom Fastback. I mean, it's got the Mach 1 striping. You know, it's got the black hood. It's got the shaker. It's got the wing. It's got the veneers on the rear window. I mean, you know, to me it looks like a Mach 1, but yeah, a really nice green machine. It's got that grabber orange, you know. And there's that a greenish yellow tiny little pinstripe in the middle of that black side body stripe that matches super well with the green wheels. Of course, you got the nice green base to go along with it, but yeah, the greenie gods must be with me, because I've been finding a lot of these. I mean, this must be well, you know what, the Datsun that I showed off on my second to last video, the 510, I actually did manage to spot a second one that I did leave behind, because I mean, at the end of the day, I just wanted to leave it for another collector. So and even today, 143 Jeep green machine also that I left behind for another collector. So you know, gotta leave some as well, you know. Don't want to hoard these because I normally use them more as trade bait than anything else. But all in all, today's theme is pretty much lowrider-esque. So yeah, there you go. I'll leave you on my 3 favorite finds of this whole bunch. Hopefully you enjoyed. Again, you know, green machines, when you see me posting these, I rarely keep them. If you're local to me, up for trade, if ever Mustang collector or Greenlight collector, green machine collector, you know, hit me up. Instagram at Sims with a Z, says SEZ, and yeah. Otherwise, leave a comment and we can chat right here in the comments. On that, I will bid you all an excellent weekend, excellent rest of your day. Happy hunting, all the luck in the world on those pegs, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.